everyone. It's your boy Dave.
Yeah, boy!
And with me, as always, is the hype man, Shane.
So fucking hype.
Damn right. AKA the Shane Board. Also with us is the rambling man, Russell.
Hey, yo, Dave. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, bud?
Good. I'm doing good. Hey, yo, Shane. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Just all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Cool.
Yep.
It's a weird energy. AKA WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. Hey, yo, Dave. How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. Also with us, we have a very special guest.
So special.
We have Magic Man Mike.
It's not what I was told.
Double XL.
Double XL.
Double XL. Just one.
Oh, just one
Just
XL.
one XL.
Mike's back.
You sound
back.
myself short.
That's what the tag says.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. It's nothing to write home about.
Does anyone write home anymore?
Dear mother and father, you should have seen the piece on this ginger fuck.
I'm writing from the front of the wall.
The home front.
It has been a fortnight since I've commented on a penis.
It's not going to get any better, folks.
Send mother my love.
Well, this is the DQP Weekly. We're talking about news, movie news.
Yeah.
Genitals.
Penises. We talk about video games sometimes.
Uh-huh.
All the stuff. We talk about a lot of stuff
Yeah.
here. This is a show where we talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the stuff show.
This is the stuff show.
Woo stuff.
Woo stuff, the show. What else?
We also talk about emails sometimes.
We do talk about emails. Sometimes we have correspondence.
I have a correspondence. That's a good seg, Dave.
Thanks.
We're just hand waving. Just put like
Wait,
hand waving nothing on
Ready?
there.
Go left to right. Ready?
Ready?
Correspondence.
That's good. That's good.
All
I
right.
could be
We
here.
have
Gonna
it.
make you work.
Give Mike a gold star, Barry. He deserves it.
Oh, God. Couple more degrees and we would have had a problem.
Degrees.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, don't explain it. Oh, our podcaster free podcast writes in today. Dick says, just wanted to say I didn't get the joke on the last episode.
Oh, I just got it.
I know you guys said to email if someone understood it, but I felt the need to just say that I, in fact, did not get the joke. You guys also seem to reek of desperation, so just want to say I love Dave, and Shane and Russell are okay too, I guess.
Aww. Sorry, guys.
What?
I get all of Dick's love.
Congrats.
I feel like
I'll
he just
take
told you guys you suck, and that was all his.
Yeah, this is the
Email.
whole email.
Like, I love Dave. The rest of you need to get your shit together.
Get your shit together. Be more like Dave. Don't.
Says Dick.
I don't know what the joke was.
I was gonna say. I was gonna ask if we knew what the joke was.
If you guys know what the joke he's referring to was, please email us draftyq@gmail.com.
I don't remember a joke.
I don't either.
I
There's
did
no
listen
jokes
to
on this
it.
show. Except for my life.
No jokes.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That was it. That was it for correspondence.
Yeah, that's it for correspondence.
All
You
right.
know what's next?
I do know what's next. Up next is headlines.
Headlines.
So,
We were told we were chaotic the other day, and so
Yeah.
now we're on fucking rails. We're doing these. we're going straight to the parts of the show
Yeah.
the segments.
Yeah.
And
We're
doing
very
them.
linear now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No interruptions.
Yeah.
None.
You
No
should not
tangents.
have brought me on.
We're doing the parts.
Yeah, because we're not chaotic.
Yeah. We're
Edit-
also not going to explain the parts.
This part out.
Hey, Barry.
Just kidding.
So this week's headline section is going to be a little interesting. There's a common theme throughout all of these headlines.
Is it Warner Brothers falling
I
apart?
don't know that. Well, I guess you already got it.
Get that part out. Shane said that. So
What about DC falling apart?
What do they do? It's Warner Brothers.
I know. I was just throwing it in there.
You are both not incorrect.
Or like The Rock.
Yeah. So there's some stuff I didn't include that you guys, if I gloss over it, hop on in.
Yep.
We're
in a
all,
structured way.
yeah, in a
Very
very structured way.
railroady way.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's that about?
I just love you.
I love you too.
There's always just so much love flowing toward you.
Oh, guys. Feel like you're hiding something from me, but
His penis.
My erection.
all right. Well, it's been a good show.
Back to square one.
All right, so I have an update and news, and I'm just gonna fucking read this.
Do it. Jesus
This
Christ.
is so ridiculous. Henry Cavill will actually not be returning as Superman, as we had announced, a couple weeks ago, because that was what everyone thought was happening, including Henry Cavill, until recently. But even with that news, Henry Cavill will also not be returning as The Witcher.
So what's he gonna do?
So what he is going to do, which this is mildly amusing because I feel like what happened was he got screwed over on like back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
And then he was like, all right, fuck you guys. So he will be starring and executive producing a live action Warhammer 40K series at Amazon.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be a space marine?
Space Marine.
Is that, do we know what, I don't think we know what character he's playing.
He's going to be a Tyranid.
He's gonna be a single orc.
Yeah. Dude.
It's been a wild week.
Bro.
It's gotta be Blood Angels, right? Or Ultramarines? It's probably gonna be an Ultramarine.
Salamanders.
Salamanders?
I don't know, man. I don't even know what he plays. I imagine he has like 100 armies because he's loaded. But
Rich, yeah. I'm gonna say Ultramarines.
He probably still only has 5.
Well, he can afford to have someone else paint him.
So that's true.
He can have as many armies as he wants.
Yeah. So wild week for that situation.
Yeah.
But on top of that, today, one of these was leaked today. The other two were earlier this week. But apparently Henry Cavill, Jason Momoa, and Gal Gadot have all been supposedly cut from the Flash film.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they want to keep the good one in the movie.
And then I also saw that they cut Ben from,
Yeah.
was it from Aquaman?
Was
or
it?
from Flash?
I don't know, but I saw he's out too.
Yeah.
It's like, what the
Ben.
hell? Why'd they?
Affleck.
Yeah,
Oh.
He's Batman.
Yeah.
like they got rid of everyone but like Jason, I think.
Yeah. Well, Jason Momoa will not be returning as Aquaman,
Right,
but he
But
will be
he's
staying
gonna
on
be
at Warner
Lobo.
Brothers. The theory is he will be playing Lobo.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
he is Lobo.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like he's a bucket of white paint from being Lobo.
Yeah.
Got some space dolphins then first. Get some space dolphins, ride a space motorcycle.
Yeah.
Lobo.
He rides a regular motorcycle.
That's not too far off then from space.
Yeah. So that's, this is all super interesting.
Yeah. This is a
Um,
mess.
Yeah, no, it is. But you got to make a mess.
Right. Yeah. So
You got to
like,
make a bigger mess.
we talked about this when Discovery and Warner Brothers, Discovery bought Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
That like this kind of shit was going to happen,
Mhm.
and it was going to get worse before it got better. So like they aren't even to the point of getting their plan in place. They're cleaning up the rubble of everything that was before.
Yeah.
So I mean, this was going to happen. It just like there was a bunch of false hope going into it, and like immediately preceding Gunn and the other guy taking over,
Peter Safran.
taking over the DC stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah, and that's so like it's almost like Warner Brothers like had a plan and started to like execute that
working
plan
on it, yeah.
and then which looked like it was going to be a revival of the Snyderverse without Snyder.
Yeah.
And then Gunn and Safran came in and was like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Let's just clean slate this sort of in a way, which like, I mean, we're still getting the Flash movie, right? So clearly that's going to be the reset.
It's done ish.
Yeah.
And I mean, I hope they don't have to do any reshoots because they're going to have to like keep Ezra in a cage when he's not shooting scenes.
Just put him in a box.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting that everything that's gone on with Ezra, like this is the movie that you're keeping, so it has to be for like a story reason. It has to be for plotting and planning out like what's happening
Does
next. I mean, I would think so with like the decisions that are being made.
I think it's
as
just
of late.
money, right? Like we've got this, they're pot committed.
What? I mean, I would maybe agree with that, but then they like canceled the Batgirl movie that was also finished and ready to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but by all accounts, that was like really bad.
Yeah.
Like the people that were involved in making it wanted it to come out, but like everyone else that looked at it was like,
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
I mean, I'd watch it, but that doesn't mean it wasn't like a sci-fi original quality.
Fair.
Yeah, that's true. I
Very
just
C-dub.
Yeah.
it just doesn't, if they're not using the Flashpoint movie to do a reset,
Yeah.
then like there wouldn't be a whole lot of point in like keeping this last movie out of this universe. And I mean, Gunn's already like done Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad movie, and I'm sure that he's not going to want to like just like axe everything and start over. So like there's got to be a building point. I'm assuming it's going to be the Flash movie.
I want more Peacemaker.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So messy.
I think they're going to get rid of everything. I think the Flash movie is not going to matter. If they do any more Peacemaker, it's not going to be attached to the new stuff. Like,
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
I think it's all just going to...
It's like fizzle and burn.
Yeah, and then like if they ever do get what they're trying to do off the ground, it's going to start completely over from square one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, you remember how confusing it was when like they actually started putting the Marvel stuff together, because like they started with Iron Man, but like Iron Man wasn't that far away from the last Spider-Man and X-Men movies, and like people didn't get it that it was like not attached, because you know they were like, yeah, we're gonna get Spider-Man and X-Men crossovers, and we're gonna get Spider-Man, X-Men, and Iron Man, and Hulk, and you know, and like,
and I mean, go back even further to like Spider-Man and X-Men coming out. Like people didn't understand
that they weren't
gonna cross over.
Yeah,
like I remember
X-Men was like what 2000, and Spider-Man was 2003.
Yeah,
2002, something like that.
I think 2002. But yeah, there's just lots of confusion on like why they weren't doing crossovers and stuff like that. And then I remember explaining like, you know, at fucking 14, 15 years old, like how that stuff worked
for the next 20 years.
Yeah. Literally.
This company owns these rights and they hate every other company, and this company owns these rights and they hate every other company.
Yeah, or like remembering how excited I would get when an announcement of like characters returning to Marvel Studios,
Yeah.
like, hey, Marvel Studios got these character rights back, and I'd be like, oh fuck yeah, and then people would be like, well, they already made this movie, and I'm like, they didn't make this movie.
No.
That's not what happened.
Yeah.
Like,
Someone else made that, and it was crap.
yeah. So on top of the stuff going on, James Gunn has come under fire a little bit for some of the decisions being made, and especially the stuff with Henry Cavill. There's been a lot of backlash from fans.
Yeah.
And so one of the things he said was, he said a couple things in the last week. One of them was that the DC will return creative power to the creatives, and there will be less studio interference. Which I assume is like Gunn, Safran, like holding the studio back and being the representation for the creatives. I'm assuming that's like the groundwork and what he's like trying to put out there.
Yeah.
And then Ray Fisher had tweeted at James Gunn and basically called him out for deleting tweets where Gunn had showed some sort of support for Joss Whedon in the form of hearts, like heart reacts on Twitter, like just him like reacting to a couple of things. And then Gunn tweeted back at Fisher to remind him that after Gunn was fired from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, he set all of his tweets up to be auto-deleted after a few months. So, like, Fisher once again coming in trying to start more drama amongst the crew that he's already been like outed from.
Yeah.
And then on top of that with fans and stuff like that. But I mean, James Gunn is essentially like sticking to his gun on these decisions.
Sticking to his gun?
Yeah, I heard it as I said it.
I'm curious as to whether, because I mean, as I feel like Warner Brothers and Discovery are just like on such shaky ground right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if this is the time to do this, because I feel like they're going to get like 6 months into this and there's going to be a bunch of backlash because of this movie came out and we got rid of Cavill and we didn't get rid of the movie with the fucking weird grooming drug addict psychopath, and we got rid of this movie and like stuff like that. And like, they're just going to be like under all this pressure to do something now, which isn't possible, and people don't understand that.
Right.
But they're going to be under a bunch of pressure to do something now, and like they're just going to be like, well, this didn't work out, Gunn. And he's like, I didn't even fucking do anything yet. You know, I have this feeling that they're not going to, again, they're going to be too impatient, and they're not going to give him 10 years to get it like to where, because like that's what it took for Marvel, you know?
Yeah.
To get it to where it was Avengers and stuff. Because like they had like 4 movies before they had an Avengers movie, and they weren't like 4 movies in a year. It was like 2 movies this year, and then like a year gap, and then a movie, and then a movie the next year, and then the Avengers movie. And it was like, I don't think people have the patience for that now.
Yeah, they don't want to like. It's because we have the MCU that people they want something else like it.
Yeah.
Especially like DC fans or people who are just like anti-Marvel sentiment at all.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, I also wonder if Gunn and Safran are going to have the chance to even do anything.
Yeah.
Just because,
and I think it makes it infinitely worse. The place that Discovery Warner is in right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that it could be. I mean, it could just be the downfall of Warner Brothers.
No, I think that's going to
Hopefully
be. Well, no, I think Warner Brothers is down. It's gone.
Oh, really?
I think they're going to be gone by the end of like next year or the year after. It's just going to be Discovery.
Oh, yeah.
They're just going to use their name instead, and like. Because, like, did we talk about this last week? That HBO is just probably going to go away.
Yeah, I think
and like it's
last
all
week we
going to be
talked about
on Discovery.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was on the show or if we were just talking about it. But
Yeah, because
Discovery and Disney, the D's,
Yeah.
taking over everything.
double D's.
The double D's.
But yeah, it's basically like, you know, Discovery took Warner Brothers, which was basically just debt that AT&T had.
yeah,
And like it has all this stuff, you know, it's a business, but it's worth nothing basically because of all the debt that they had accrued.
Yeah.
Or that AT&T had shoved onto them. I'm not sure how the accounting worked there, but like they just keep having to like cut the fucking cancer off, and eventually they're just going to be like, yeah, just get rid of the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't shaky ground.
Yeah, they're on that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know if Gunn and the other guy, I can't remember Saffron are going to get a chance to do anything just because like of how shaky Warner Brothers is right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah. Well, here's to hoping.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope. I like DC stuff.
Yeah, I want it to work out. I want it to be as good. I mean, we've said this 100 times. Like, I want Justice League to be as good as the Avengers, you know?
Yeah.
But like, you know, they were always, you know, impatient.
Yeah.
We're going to do 4 movies in 2 years and it's not going to fucking build up at all. It's just going to happen. And then we're going to fuck with the scripts. And
yeah, it feels pretty forced.
yeah, it was super forced with the first few movies. And then like the stuff that they just let happen was really good. Unfortunately, that stuff was all like one-offs where I think the reason they let it be what it was going to be was because it was a one-off. And you know, just let it be what it's going to be, but like connect it. And like, you know, you can give like, hey, we need to have this in there so that it like flows into this other thing, but do what you want other than that. Like fit that in somehow. Instead of being like, it should be funny and it should have like these jokes in it and you shouldn't have action scenes longer than this and they can't say this and they can't do that and they have to do this. Like you wrote the movie then.
Yeah.
And that's what they keep doing. And I mean, that's what Marvel has been doing lately too. And it's like, they're fucking their shit up too. But
they've already pulled off.
Yeah, they already pulled off
like
10 years of amazing movies.
They can like they can fuck around now.
Yeah.
And DC still hasn't got there.
Yeah.
I want to see Lobo on the screen. That's what I want.
I mean, that'd be cool as long as it's actually Lobo and not, you know,
fake Lobo.
I mean, whatever they did to Moon Knight or
Fair. But you loved Moon Knight.
the comics.
Yeah, you loved Moon Knight, the Disney Plus show.
Nope.
You sure?
Why you got to do this to him?
All right, guys, that's all we got for headlines.
That's it for headlines?
Yeah,
It's good headlines.
that's pretty much it.
Good
I
job,
think we
bud.
covered all the DC news.
It's a lot.
It's a little bit of a takeover this week.
DC takeover?
There was, I don't know, somebody, I think Nathan told me, but I didn't see anything about it. Did you see anything about The Rock, like, unfollowing a bunch of Warner Brothers stuff?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So apparently, there was. Did we already talk on the show about the whole
Yeah, I think we talked about the
accounting
financial
thing
stuff.
and the financial
Yeah.
stuff
Was
with
that
The
last
Rock?
week?
Yeah, I think we talked about that last week.
So he basically unfollowed all the Warner Brothers stuff and like deleted some like sponsoring content for like the Black Adam.
Yeah.
And there was another thing. I don't remember what the other thing was. He did something else.
Jesus.
Mm.
I was thinking
Yikes.
about all that and like how they were like kind of banking on his social media following and like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did I go? I think it was at Meyer. And I saw a whole fucking display of his energy drink,
Yeah.
and all of them had Black Adam all over it and shit.
Mhm.
it was perfect. Like no one had bought any of them. It was just a whole display that had never been touched.
Ouch.
I was like, huh.
Get them on discount next week.
Whip. Yeah.
Yeah, like they just put it on HBO,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, I don't really know that I want to watch this because he's kind of being a douche right now.
I mean, yeah, everybody is.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
weird because like I love The Rock.
me
Being
too.
a douche.
Oh, and that scene is in that movie.
Oh, is it?
It is in that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I like that movie he did where he's in a jungle.
Which
that
one?
Tooth Fairy?
You know, the jungle one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock the Jungle One Johnson.
Yeah. So Jumanji or the one with the river or
Right.
I don't know,
The
any of-
Rundown?
the
Uh,
rundown.
Rundown. Yeah, that's what I was thinking
or,
of.
There's a lot of those movies.
Scorpion King.
That was the joke. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Barry had a laugh track.
So when
Never mind.
Dick emails you about it next week, you know that's the joke.
Well, that's the joke that he was talking about in the email is one that we need you
Yeah.
guys to email us what the joke was from, like, I don't know, I don't even know how many episodes ago.
Year and a half.
DraftyQ@gmail.com. What do we got next? Recommendations? Move the show along. Come on. You're the conductor of this.
I
This
Dave, get us
horrible,
back on the
chaotic
rails.
you don't want to just shit on DC for like another hour.
I don't want to shit on DC. I want DC to make it so I can't shit on them.
Speaking of rails,
Yeah.
it's time for recommendations. Russell has a recommendation about rails.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Them off a stripper's ass?
Nope.
Cut that, Barry.
Yeah.
Don't cut it, Barry. Do what you want.
Bang. Choo choo.
He got it.
Ah, that was a bullet train joke.
Yeah. It took
Damn.
5 minutes for that,
That was
segue.
good, Dave. That was good.
I'm
I
gonna stop
didn't
doing
get it.
segues now.
Hold on, let me
Good
email us to
job.
tell us that I didn't get it.
Barry, insert that meme with the kids
So-
with thumbs up.
Yeah, I watched Bullet Train.
Yeah.
You watched Bullet Train.
I watched it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you watched
I
Bullet
watched
Train.
it.
Guess who
good.
didn't watch Bullet Train?
Hmm.
Who's really bad about watching stuff?
Who is? Who would do that?
I mean, he
Who
watches stuff, just
That's
not
funny.
the right stuff.
Who would come on a movie show and not watch movies?
Oh, that's an interesting question, actually.
Yeah.
Because this week there's two answers.
There is.
Ah, that's
I
true.
will not be on this week's episode of DQP Does because I didn't make it to the theater.
I didn't watch Bullet Train. That was the joke.
Yeah, that was initially the joke, and then
Right
they
us
made fun
back,
of me.
Dick.
Yeah, and then I fucking threw you.
Both under the bus. You did.
Yeah, the train.
The train. Take it again.
Well,
Take it again.
threw you both under the train.
Yeah, that was the first joke. The first time.
Yeah. You just like peeked way too far behind the curtain, like suggesting that we retake jokes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That doesn't happen.
No, never.
Cut one of those out.
No, never.
That was actually funny. Congratulations.
Everyone. I made a jokey joke.
First time.
So anyway, Bullet Train.
Yes. Bullet Train.
Yeah, we were doing so good the first like 48 minutes.
We were not chaotic. Now we're back. Back on our bullshit.
All right, so Bullet Train.
Yeah.
This movie's fantastic.
It's pretty good.
God damn it. I need to watch it.
I was
should.
watching this and I was like, oh, so like Shoot 'em Up could have been really good.
Hold your tongue. I love that movie.
No, I do love that movie. I love that movie because it's so bad, though.
It's so good, though.
But,
No!
it's good at being bad.
It's good at being good.
Well,
But Bullet Train, we get a magnificent performance from Brad Pitt. I love his fucking character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
So
it's
good.
fucking amazing. Aaron Taylor Johnson and the guy from fucking Eternals, and I can't remember his name.
Festus.
Festus and Eternals. So
Lemon.
Lemon and Tangerine.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole conversation about it. And there's a scene that... so my favorite scene in the whole movie, which I don't want to like spoil anything specifically, but I love when they like it doesn't get done a lot, but they did it in this
Diesel.
and I that was good shit. It doesn't get done a lot, but I love when the movie when they go back and they treat an inanimate object like it has a perspective.
Oh,
And that's the best way I can say that without giving away anything. Well,
Oh.
I was pretty obscure anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
It's all right. Watch the
will.
movie.
Yeah,
and then
watch the
get
movie. You'll love it.
I'm
You
gonna
can
watch
be
it
a part
tonight
of
because I don't
things.
have to work tomorrow.
Hell
That's really
yeah,
good.
bud.
do it.
Boom.
Yeah, it is really good. There's a couple cameos that are pretty fucking great.
Yep.
And like, I mean,
Yeah.
overall, like, if I was gonna rate the movie, like, I'd probably give it like a 9.2.
Damn.
That was pretty good. I really enjoyed it.
Really?
I didn't really have any complaints. Like,
I'd be up there too.
Shane had
around
pointed
9.
out, he was like, he wasn't sure if I would like it because of a thing that it does pretty consistently throughout the movie, but
Yeah.
which is like basically flashbacks. It gives you.
Yeah.
I would have preferred. Well, I don't know, honestly. I think typically I would prefer to get that information instead of during a flashback as just dialogue. Because the flashback takes up more time, whereas you can usually explain that flashback in like 2 or maybe 3 sentences.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that most of the time. This movie was goofy enough, and like the pacing of the flashbacks being incorporated was like done well enough that the flashbacks didn't like throw me off. And I think flashbacks are goofy anyway, even when they're like in a serious movie.
Yeah.
So like the flashbacks to me like went with the tone of the movie. So like I did actually enjoy the way they pulled all of that off,
Yeah.
and like the organization of the story and the way it was told. There is one particular thing which I'll tell you later that I wish would have been the thing in the movie, but it wasn't, and I don't want to spoil anything for Dave.
I will watch it.
You should watch it. It's pretty good.
I'll watch it
It's
tonight.
pretty good. It's like a high budget goofy B movie.
I'm into all those things.
It's like,
Except for high
like
budget.
some of the tone, like I don't know.
It
was
really
just-
reminded me of like almost like a Guy Ritchie movie.
I love
Yeah.
Guy Ritchie
it was,
movies.
it was pretty close.
It was
Snatch
like
is one of my favorite movies.
it's like a Guy Ritchie movie, not by Guy Ritchie.
Okay, you sold me. I'm sold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, watch Bullet Train. It's on Netflix now, so you can watch it for free.
For
Flea.
Flea.
For Flea,
You can watch it for fleas.
You can watch it with Flea.
you agree with that stuff that we just said about that movie? You didn't get a lot of words in edgewise.
Yep.
Sorry, I should have let.
Well,
Mike
I was
talk.
gonna say, like, with the whole flashback thing, like, I generally like if you're gonna do that, I prefer to be like pretty much like the way they're introducing these characters and like going back and everything. Like, generally, you want to do that like in the first, I don't know, like third of the movie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
at least. And this one, it's like there's 10 minutes to go, and there's like still doing more flashbacks, and like I think normally I would have got irritated with that, but
Yeah.
I think they pulled it off pretty well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think it was almost like tongue in cheek that they were doing it that way too.
yeah,
It was like almost like a running gag.
it's like, oh my
that.
god, there's another character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's wild.
All right, I will
Yeah.
watch it.
It is good. It's very amusing.
It sounds up my
Yeah.
alley, to be honest.
Very
It's a lot of
amusing.
fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In Japan, we're white guys in our 30s. Who doesn't like Japan?
That's true. That's very true.
I don't know. I feel like Dave maybe.
I don't like Japan.
I don't know.
You don't like Japan?
Do you like Japan?
I like Japan.
Okay.
I'm all about them samurais, dude.
Can't a comment that you had earlier before the show. I was like, I don't know, man. Maybe he doesn't.
Oh,
I don't think he appreciates all of the fine art that comes out of Japan is the issue.
Oh.
Now I have to say it, or I feel like I'm a fucking weirdo. They're talking about hentai. I'm like, I don't know about that.
He's not a fan of the animated booby.
I only like real boobs. Don't be drawing them.
Draw a boob.
Don't animate them.
You just haven't had the right tentacle yet, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was gonna make the same exact joke, like literally.
I don't like this.
You just need to find the right girl that will cross her eyes and stick her tongue out.
How's that look like, Mike? What's that look like?
I can't do
Camera's
it now.
right over there.
Yeah, what's it look like?
You try it.
I can't do it.
It's good.
Well, I'll try. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No one fucking did it.
You can't just put that on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, not on
Get,
YouTube.
like, fucking deep faked into something.
Aww.
Russell, you had another one.
Yeah.
I did have another one. So I watched Smile.
Yeah.
Do it.
How was that?
I was recommended to watch Smile because it follows but better, and I watched Smile. And so, like, you know when you watch a trailer and you're like, man, whoever wrote that script had this like one idea and then like latched onto that idea and like wrote a whole movie, which is cool because they finished a thing.
Yeah.
So I won't condemn that a whole lot.
I mean,
But,
like a gimmick?
Yeah, like a gimmick. Smile was exactly what I thought it was going to be. And
Oh, really?
yeah.
The way Doug was talking about it, I'm like, oh, maybe it's more than I thought.
It does have like a certain artistic integrity that I feel like doesn't usually get pulled off in like those kind of gimmicky like horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't like it was better than like Bird Box. And I mean there's fucking I can't name more, but there's like thousands of horror movies that do this thing I'm talking about.
Quiet Place.
Yeah, I mean, Quiet Place it also falls in line with it. Like, there was like 3 years where they were like sensory deprivation movies.
Yeah.
Don't Breathe.
Yeah, Don't Breathe. I still haven't watched that. That movie looks.
That one's pretty good.
What's the one with the deaf lady?
Isn't that Don't Breathe? No.
No,
Don't Breathe is the blind guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bird Box is they can't see.
I know what one you're talking about, but I can't remember what it's called.
Don't Move.
No.
I don't know.
I don't think "don't" is in
What
the
is
title.
there more to the? What is there more to
I
it?
think it's just one word.
It's just like a deaf girl that like lives alone, and this dude is like stalking her. She has a specific job, and I can't remember what her job is.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I just know it's one of those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will say, Smile like has a certain artistic integrity that like typically some of these movies don't have. But I was still kind of like it very much is It Follows.
Okay.
But all the reasons I liked It Follows for was this movie doesn't have or doesn't execute. So like It Follows feels like a weird like fever dream.
Yes, it does.
And this movie was not like that. It was more fluid and like it was more structured. It like there wasn't a lot of liberty taken with like the like idea. It was just kind of like, here's the thing, here's the idea, here's the rules. This is how it plays out.
Okay.
The one we were talking about was Hush.
Oh, Hush. And then also, so like if somebody had like the best way I would explain Smile is It Follows meets Fallen. If you guys ever saw Fallen with Denzel Washington.
Ooh.
I think so.
So, dude, Smile is like the third act of Smile is the third act of Fallen.
Whoa. Okay.
Like, it, yeah.
Huh.
It so and Fallen was like one of my favorite movies as a kid because it was fucking wild and demons and Denzel Washington. And,
Yeah.
So like watching it, I was like, this is like very close to Fallen and like has a plot line from It Follows and has a gimmick and like I don't know, it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's not worth watching, but I didn't super care for it. It's like I'd give it like as a movie, I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. But if I had to like, if I was going to rate it based on originality, I'd give it like a 4 out of 10.
Whew. All right.
It just everything it does, I've seen before, multiple times.
I've been debating whether I want to watch it, but I don't know. I might skip it. I liked It Follows a lot. I really like It Follows.
Yeah. I love It Follows. Like, and it is kind of abstract and it doesn't necessarily have a payoff. It's very like build, hey, end. But like to me, that fits with like the tone and the style of the movie.
Okay.
So like, but whereas this was like, I don't know, this kind of just mostly just felt like another movie. Like
Fair.
just another movie.
Just another movie?
Yeah.
Huh.
Making awkward eye contact with Mike.
The Denzel movie is on Vudu.
Fallen is on
If
Voodoo?
you
I
guys
will
want to watch that.
Recommend highly Fallen with
That's
Denzel
not-
Washington.
It's not on the itinerary.
Well, too bad it is now. It got brought
Well,
up.
add it. Add it to the thing then.
Yeah, watch it instead of Smile.
1998, January.
Yeah.
I got a recommendation.
What's your recommendation, Dave?
So last week I talked about playing the first 10 minutes of High on Life, the new Rick and Morty shooter game. I beat it last night.
Is this why your eyes are bloodshot?
Yeah.
Heh.
No, they're not bloodshot, are they?
That
Now.
was-
Because he's so
Now they are.
high on life.
High on Life.
Thanks, Mike.
Nothing's getting past me. Not today.
Not today. So it is a lot of fucking fun. It's kind of simple shooter.
Yeah.
Like a mediocre shooter-ish, but like the humor is great. There's so much like dialogue and weird shit that happens. There's also, which is one of the funniest things for me, is there are 4 full movies in this video game. Like you can sit down on a couch and watch an entire movie.
That's fucking wild. That's probably the only way I'd end up watching Tammy and the T-Rex.
I mean, it's a great movie. You should watch it as an alien. There's also there's Tammy and the T-Rex. Later on, they have these little, like, they're called, like, warp discs that you can buy from a guy, and they just warp in different, like, little, like, either mini games or just, like, weird little small things. Like, there's one of the warp discs is a little tiny town, and you walk up to it, and there's this little guy floating, and goes, "Hi, welcome to Tiny Town. My name is Little Cutie. You like my little town? Have a good time. Check it out." And you, like, you accidentally like knock everything over, and he's like, "Oh my god, you just killed that!" like you just like crushed the whole city.
Oh my
I
god.
see why you relate.
Yeah, I'm big. There's also one I discovered last night that was real gross but real funny. It was just called Toilet.
Oh no.
So I bought it. Like I had like, because you had to have these warp drives in order to like get the different warp discs.
Yeah.
And I bought it, and there's this alien sitting on top of these like pipes, and he's on a toilet, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm glad you're here. You gotta do this pipe puzzle so I can make a big duty." And there's a guy sitting with his head looking at a pipe. He's like, he's like, "Yeah, you gotta do that so he can get all in my face. I want that poop." He's like, "Yeah, we made a pact that what if I ever take a big brown duty, that I would do it in his face." Like that's the dialogue.
Jesus Christ.
Well, we know where all the poop jokes come from on Rick and Morty.
Yeah. One of the warp discs is a theater, and you go into it, and it's the entire movie of Demon Wind, which is a really bad B horror movie. But there's 3 aliens in the front row, and do you guys know what the Red Letter Media guys are?
Yeah.
It's those 3 guys. Mystery Science Theater 3000, the whole movie.
Oh my god.
I sat there for 45 minutes watching this movie. Like, I should go play this game.
Dave, this game was made for you.
It was. It really was. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Dialogue is great. It's very Rick and Morty. There's some like dialogue that just keeps going on and on and on. Like, that same style.
It's obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently they released a patch like a couple days after the game came out to make the guns less annoying. Because people were like, these guns are too annoying. Because in the game, all the guns talk. And like the first 10 minutes of it, Mike, the first gun you get, it's like, hey, bounty hunter, because you're a bounty hunter. It's like, hey, bounty hunter, put me to your face. I got to tell you something. And you like aim. He's like, hey, good job. I just want to say you're doing good. Who's a good little bounty hunter? It's you. But it's a ton of fun. It's on. It's only on Xbox.
It's on
That's
Game
fine.
Pass.
It's on Game Pass. You can get it on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Highly
What other
recommend
system
it.
is there?
PlayStation, Nintendo,
What are those?
Sega.
No, there isn't.
Okay, now you went too far.
Not for like 20 plus years, dude.
We should
They
make,
just
we need a new
make
Sega.
games now.
That's true. We need a new Sega system.
I don't think they're allowed to.
I don't think they are either. But yeah, highly recommend it. Like, it's just so fun. At the end of the game, I don't want to spoil anything, but you actually have to like shove stuff up an alien's asshole.
I don't want to spoil anything, but
I'm gonna spoil it.
But butts.
you have to shove stuff up an alien's. What else is going on in that scenario that you hid from us?
And then one of my
What,
favorites.
You're shoving up their asshole.
One of my favorites is there's a guy that you have to. He's like a drug addict, but you have to get some stuff from him. And you come back. He's like, "Hey man, you got my stuff?" They're called Fergles, they're little like fuzzy animals that they smoke.
Yeah.
So you got my Fergles? Like, oh man, I'm going with withdrawals. I might die. And you like go back and he's laying on the ground going, I pissed and I shit and the piss is mixing with the shit. Don't look. And it's like a 10-minute long hymn of talking about his shit piss. I sat there for like 10 minutes listening to this guy talk about his shit piss.
I feel like Harmon maybe should have helped Royland with this game.
It's all Royland.
I feel like the voice actors were probably just like dying while they were trying to make this.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple of scenes where I think they left some of their like laughing in. It's like, oh god. But there's like big voice actors in it. Like JB Smoove is in it.
Oh yeah.
He plays a gun. Tim Robinson from I Think You Should Leave. He plays my favorite gun in the game.
Well, Shane's not playing it now.
Yeah.
That's not in it. You should play it and watch Taming the T-Rex.
I saw a short clip of it where somebody was in like a town or something and there's a guy, he's like, "Hey, I need you to watch my bike."
Yep.
He's like, "Don't let anybody take my bike," or I don't know what I would do if I lost my bike. And he's like, I don't know, he said he was going to kill himself or something like that. And you're like, "Okay, buddy." So you like look away from him and he disappears and you look at the bike, you sit there, and if the bike leaves your vision and then you come back, it's gone.
Yep.
And then as soon as it's gone, he's like, "Hey man, what happened to my bike?"
You can only beat that part, like continue that part if you look away.
Yeah.
Because I was there for like 2 minutes. I'm like, all right, it's got to be done, right? Like I was like eating snacks and I'm like, what do I do? And I looked around and it was gone. I'm like, oh, okay.
As soon as it was gone, he was like, "Hey, where's my bike?"
And so he starts crying. He's like, "You asshole, my bike." Every time he walked by, he was like, "Fuck you." Through the rest of the game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, highly recommend it. It's super fun. I love it.
Huh.
That was my recommendation.
Mike, you got one?
I watched Wednesday this last week, and
I mean, that's a day of the week.
Did you watch it on Wednesday?
no, I watched the show Wednesday.
I was envisioning you just like staring at a calendar.
Yeah,
They just made a show about
just
a day of the week.
The middle of the week.
Is there humping?
No.
That's it. That's the show.
All right.
That's a review.
I watched Wednesday based off of the Addams Family character, Wednesday Addams.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Mike still is not coming on the show anymore. He's done with our shit.
It says
Focuses on Wednesday Addams. She's now 16. She's a teenager getting into going to dances and, you know, still being her weird goth girl self and getting into shenanigans with werewolves and sirens and
Whoa. Okay.
Wait, what?
yeah. There's a lot more monsters than like the
the movies.
like Addams Family movies.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's a fun little like murder mystery type thing. There's this monster that keeps killing people, and she's like the only one that seems to be trying to figure it out.
Huh.
And
I didn't know it was a murder mystery type thing. That's
Yeah.
cool.
it's pretty neat. And there's she has, I don't know, because I don't think her like powers were a big thing like in the like 90s movies.
I don't think she ever had powers, did she?
But well, like now, like she has these visions. Like sometimes when she touches something, she has like these crazy visions, and like
I don't remember her doing that before.
Yeah.
But
it's pretty neat.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they could have been like alluding to that because she always says like weird shit.
yeah,
Yeah. But like it also seems like a thing that's like pretty recent for her as she's like getting older.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty new like ability for her in the show.
she's a mutant. She got her powers of premonition
Yeah.
at puberty.
Yep.
But like, and like all the characters at this high school she goes to all have like different powers and stuff. And
Oh, what?
yeah.
Huh.
Is it in Westchester?
Not sure exactly where it's supposed to be. It's in Jericho. It's a little town called Jericho. I don't know where that's at.
Chris Jericho?
Like,
The
Yep.
movie takes place inside of Chris Jericho.
oh
Yep,
my
you
god!
got
Whoa. Inside the Ocho?
But yeah, it's fun, and you know, you get to see like the rest of the family like here and there, and like the whole cast is really good. Christina Ricci is in it as like one of the teachers at the school.
Whoa, okay.
So that's kind of fun. Uncle Fester shows up. Yeah, for the most part, you know, they stay pretty true to the characters still, and just now they can kind of do some other stuff that they didn't always do, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, they're also focusing on a different character than they did before. Really,
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know there was like a murder mystery with like werewolves and shit.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
It's
like
it's fun.
Jenny Ortega is Wednesday. Gwendolyn Christie is the principal.
Mm-hmm.
Who else do we actually know here? This is Christina Ricci is Marilyn Thornhill.
Fred Armisen is Uncle Fester.
Perfect.
Yeah, this cast list is
No.
weird. I imagine it's a bunch of like the kids that she interacts with more, so
Yeah.
that's why it's listed that way.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is Morticia.
Louise Guzman is
Yeah,
Gomez.
Gomez. Right?
Gomez.
Oh shit, that's
not-
like a perfect casting.
I'm not sure who plays Pugsley. Some kid that I've never seen before. And I love Thang is in it. And I've seen like some behind the scenes shots of like a guy that's like almost completely in like
A green suit.
a green suit, except his hand.
Just
And like
him doing this.
every scene with Thang, I'm just picturing how that was shot and how.
Just a dude sitting there like,
Yeah, I'm like, how would he have had to like get in that position for like the hand to be upright and everything?
I
It's
might have
fun.
to check that out after I watch Bullet Train.
Yeah, I might watch it. I wasn't really thinking about watching it, but maybe.
Yeah, I was like,
You make it sound more interesting than the trailer made it look.
it's kind of like, you know, a goofy like teenage show, but
Mhm.
it was fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, I like the old Addams Family stuff, so thought I'd check it out. And ended up watching like all of it in a couple days.
Okay.
I think
What
there's
is it? Is
only
it
like
8 episodes.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. They're like maybe an hour long.
Hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's neat.
I also I read a lot of comics. And,
Oh, that's true.
One of my more recent favorites is the Nice House on the Lake.
I think you may have told me about that one, maybe.
It's pretty interesting. It's sort of like it's kind of categorized with horror, but it's not like super scary. It's just like a weird sci-fi story. There's 12 people that have all been brought to this lake house by like one mutual friend, and not knowing that like he has like some sort of powers and that the end of the world is coming, and he has chosen these 12 people to like survive. And yeah, it's kind of got a bit of a Lost feel to it without like being super bizarre. But
And bad.
yeah, and bad and,
Are they in purgatory?
and like polar bears for no reason. But,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, you see weird shit when you're dead.
yeah, that makes sense. I don't think they're dead. I think they're alive.
Is it not done yet?
No, I think they're on, I want to say the 11th issue out of 12.
It would make sense that they're going to do 12 because you
I've-
brought 12 people. and-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and each issue does focus on like one character.
That's cool.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it still involves like the whole group, but
yeah,
it'll-
like the plot, but it's like kind of from their perspective. Kind of like
Yeah.
how. Did you read the Song of Ice and Fire stuff?
Nope.
No, because that's how that was written.
Mm,
Like it would be like moving the story along, but it would be like from this one character's perspective, kind
Yeah.
of. Like it wasn't in first person, but it was like focusing on them while this huge thing was happening.
Yeah.
And it would like switch perspectives every chapter.
mhm.
It was over the shoulder, basically.
Yeah.
It's called over the shoulder third person.
It's
I think
got a
is what
name.
it's called.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool series. I've only read issues 1 through 6
Mm.
because that was like the first volume that
Yeah.
they put out. The next half doesn't come out until March, so I'm holding out and not reading the single issues
Not
that
buying
are
all the single.
still coming out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's James Tynion 4, however you say his last name. He's done a lot of Batman. He's also the writer on Something is Killing the Children, which is a pretty good series as well. He's written a lot of comic stuff, and he's kind of killing it right now. So it's a cool series.
Awesome.
I read some of Something is Killing the Children. That one's really good. I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Third person limited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Third person limited, third person omniscient, and third person objective.
Yeah, limited.
And now you know.
Yep. What's there's something killing the children about?
Something killing.
Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up, Russell.
It's like, I'm not sure if the kids are supposed to be in like middle school or high school. But it's like it starts with like a sleepover, and they like dare each other to like go out into the woods, and then like a bunch of them don't come back. And like, they're like, oh, the one kid that makes it says there's like a monster out in the woods. And he meets up with this lady that goes like town to killing monsters. And like, I think it's an interesting team up, because you see like so many I think of like shows like, or movies like Logan, where you have like a young girl that teams up with an older guy, and he's all like, oh, I don't want you following me around because I'm bad news. Like I just hurt people, and like
I mean, like that's, as much as I love Wolverine and the character, that's like his character, right?
That's
like,
what he does.
He just like recycles young girls to protect.
Yeah, like I mean, you see it like with that, or like The Mandalorian,
Yeah.
or I was thinking of another one, but yeah, that whole trope of like the older guy that's like, oh, I'm stuck with this kid,
Yeah.
but I think it's interesting that this time it's like a woman
Yeah.
with this young boy that's
Right.
like following her around. But yeah, and she's like this total badass that goes around killing monsters.
And only like children can see the monsters,
Yeah.
except for her, because she has like been like, I don't want to give anything away, but she's like part of this secret group that
Yeah.
can see the monsters. That she took like this like oath.
And she like splashed holy water in her eyes and set it on fire.
Kinda.
I think she has like a scar or something. I can't remember.
I read like probably half of the first volume of it. It was really good.
Yeah. There's a ton of it out now.
Like,
Yeah.
it's still going. It's like ongoing.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing book. I like miniseries. I like ongoing books, but I like it for there to be like a very large backlog, because if I go and I like read something, I'll read like 100 issues,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just like fucking just for days I'll just read and read and read and read, and then I'll like catch up and I'll be like, fuck.
I think there's over like 200 some issues of this. Not
Jeez.
200, but over 100, I thought.
I don't know.
It takes a while to get there.
That's
100,
true.
like it doesn't seem like that many, but like depending on how often they release.
Well, it took a break too. Like it's been ongoing for a while. It's not like real new, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could just be talking out my ass. I don't know.
I want to
There's
say
only
they're
16.
in the 20s, but
Oh.
there's
I thought
like
it was more
there's
than
at
that.
least like 5 volumes out.
And find out how far out Dave's ass he's talking.
And I don't really have an ass. I have a Hank Hill butt.
No, that's cute.
Oh, thanks.
That's not weird.
It's like a little frog's butt.
It's accurate.
Issue 26 was released November 16th of this year.
That's what I was thinking.
That's close to 100.
There's like 100 of them.
There might be 200 pages.
It started in like 1940.
Yeah.
Yeah.
45, actually.
2019, September 4th, 2019 is when issue 1 came out.
Oh wow! Before the pandemic.
Yeah.
It's pre-pandemic.
Pre-pandy.
Pre-pandy. What the fuck?
That made me uncomfy.
Can we move on?
Back in the before times.
The long ago.
Thanks for the comic recommendation, Mike.
I try since, don't hear a lot of it on here.
I've been reading some stuff.
Yeah?
I read, it's called...
Tell us about it.
I finished, it's called Murder Falcon. It's pretty great. I finished it this morning. It is about, so there's these monsters that came into the world through like the chaos realm, basically. There's like a tear there's like a rift in the world and they're coming out.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cancerverse.
Yeah, but there's another dimension called the Heavy, which
It's where metal comes from.
yes, it's exactly what it is, where the metal comes from. And there's a guitar player that he finds this like magical guitar that he shreds, and the Murder Falcon shows up, was this giant, like he's like the embodiment of rock and roll from the Heavy. And the better he plays his guitar, the more like cool ass weapons it gets.
So they took The Night Begins to Shine and they turned it into a grimdark comic book.
Sure.
Have you seen that episode of Teen Titans Go?
No.
Easily the best episode of Teen Titans Go.
100%.
There's good episodes of Teen Titans Go.
There's
This
one.
episode is there's more
Well,
than
it's like
one good
4
episode.
I think the
It's like a
Night Begins to
multi-part.
Shine is like a
It's a multi-part
4 or
episode.
6 part episode. Yeah.
All right.
But they like go into like a 80s like glam rock dimension and turn into like the animation completely changes. Like and they're like playing guitar and shit and yeah. But
Yeah.
it just keeps playing this one song over and over and over again.
Yeah. But it's a really good song.
Yeah. But it's a great song, so it's fine.
Yeah. Shit's
It's
awesome.
Similar to that, really.
Yeah.
So like this, he finds this guitar and like summons the Murder Falcon, and the Murder Falcon's like, because this guy, like, his band broke up. You find out later that he had like cancer, and him and his wife are like separated. He's like having a rough time, and he like quits the band.
Is this guy
Yeah.
like 40?
Yeah, I mean, not kind of, but he like gets the band back together, and each of the band members find a guitar or an instrument that summons more monsters from the Heavy, or gods from the Heavy, to fight monsters.
Okay.
It's super over the top. There's a bunch of like metal references. Like it's a lot of like this sucks. Like the world fucking sucks, but there's metal. And it's a lot of fun. But yeah, Murder
Interesting.
Falcon. I just finished it. You can borrow it
Murder
if you'd
Falcon.
like.
We need to read the books that he brought us the other day.
Yeah, we
That's
still haven't
true.
read
Read those.
Cowboy Falcon or whatever it was you brought.
Shaolin Cowboy.
Shaolin Cowboy.
They're not all Falcons.
That's
All of the
that's
books.
the one Falcon book I've read. Is that all for recommendations, everyone?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Oh,
I believe
man.
so.
It's
That's all I
time for
got.
my favorite part of the show.
Oh shit.
You guys ready for Hanging Big Brain with Dave?
Oh, I didn't mean to full screen that. Yes. Sorry.
Hanging Big Brain with Dave. Shane didn't do it, so I had to do it. All
I
right.
was watching hentai. I mean,
Bro, just turn the computer a little.
Yeah,
oh, sorry.
that way.
I can see it.
All right, so
That's
welcome to Hanging Big Brain with Dave. I got a fun game for y'all.
Okay.
I like fun games.
Do you guys know what taglines are?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to read
Son
some,
of a
and you're going
bitch.
to try to guess the movie.
Okay.
I did this before, but it was a bad movie, like bad taglines. It's
Yeah.
just regular taglines.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
But I need buzzers. Shane, what's your buzzer?
The night begins to shine.
Perfect. Russell, what is your buzzer?
Oh.
I knew you would do that, so I put that buzzer. Mike, what's your buzzer? It's over there. Hey!
He's going to be first on every question.
All right, you guys ready for question number one? Tagline number one, I should say.
We got like an Undertaker streak going on, so somebody's got to fucking take me out.
You ready?
Yeah.
The longer you wait, the harder it gets.
What kind of movies we doing? Here.
The longer you wait, the harder it gets.
Are these all going to be Debbie Does Dallas?
Fuck, Mike. Mike ruined the bit. No. No, it's a guess.
The longer you wait, the harder it gets, huh?
Yep. A hint. It's a movie.
Oh, like feature length.
Feature length. It's got some pretty big movie stars.
Like big movie stars?
I don't know. I've never asked. The longer you wait, the harder.
No, yeah, I remember.
Trying to fill the dead air. Russell,
Can you use
couldn't
it?
tell if that was a buzzer.
My buzzer's confusing. 9 months.
Incorrect.
All right. Give it a shot.
Anybody else for the steal?
Nope.
Mike, no one? Nothing?
126 hours.
Incorrect, but that guy is in it, I'm pretty sure. The 40-year-old virgin.
Oh, that was like, I thought of that too, but I was like, I don't think that's it.
Nice callback.
Well, that's pretty good.
His 40-year-old virgin. All right, tagline number 2.
I don't think he is in that.
I don't think he is either.
No.
Tagline number 2.
Yeah.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
The night begins to shine.
Shane.
Alien.
Correct. All right, Shane's on the board. Pick it up, Russell.
Not you though, Mike. You're fine.
Yeah, you're doing great,
You
Mike.
just hang out.
Keep doing it.
I am a guest.
All right, tagline number 3. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
There could be 1,000 fucking movies.
Right?
Be afraid. Be very afraid. Hey! Mike!
B movie.
Bees are frightening, and like, you're fairly close, but incorrect.
Only if you're like 17 in New York in 1993.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like your buzzer, Russell. Russell!
Friday the 13th.
Incorrect.
I should have just made my buzzer heavy breathing.
Mike!
Night begins to shine.
Shane!
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Incorrect. Mike was the closest. It was The Fly.
Oh. I was like, I answered this one?
It was a bug.
It was a bug.
It was a bug of some kind.
Tagline number 4. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water. Hey! Mike!
My body didn't work together there.
It's a delay on his buzzer.
What the fuck?
Jaws?
Incorrect.
It's not Jaws.
Russell.
Lake Placid.
Incorrect.
The night begins to shine.
Shane.
Oh.
Piranha.
Incorrect. I mean, you already answered, but Russell.
Jaws 2.
Jaws 2.
Fuck.
Oh.
Fuck you. Both of you.
Oh, and you said Jaws. I'm like, 2. Come on, Mike. 2.
You didn't even try to help me.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry.
You get a
You're
point.
the guest.
Yeah, give him a point.
You get a point.
No!
It's all right. He's got to take me back home. We'll talk about it.
Hey, you guys want to take Mike home?
I'm already home. I don't know. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, number 5.
Number 5.
Check in. Relax. Take a shower.
Night begins to shine.
Shane.
Psycho.
Correct. Because that shower
It's
scene
yeah.
with the chocolate syrup.
Yeah. Don't go in the bathroom with me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a Misfits song.
78.
Too much horror business.
See? I could have won this game.
Yeah.
Not Jaws 2. There's like 5 of them.
4.
Like 100 if you count the fucking knockoffs.
Yeah, that's very true. Jaws 7, bigger Jaws. All right, number 6. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Part man, part machine, all cop.
Hey!
I don't like Russell's buzzer. Was it Russell?
It was Russell.
I think it was Russell.
I mean, he like smacked first, but he is like way off with
It was
his
louder. I know.
buzzer.
I think I did it at the same time. I don't know.
No, you were like,
Hey, Barry, roll the tape back.
I'm going to say RoboCop.
Correct.
Hey, guys, I got a point.
You got a point. I wish Mike got that point.
I wish I had any points.
Me too, buddy. Me too. All right, number 7.
oh shit, we're deep in the game already.
His whole life was a 1,000,000-to-1 shot. His whole life was a 1,000,000-to-1 shot.
Son of a bitch, I know this.
Hey!
Mike,
8 Mile.
incorrect.
Mom's
If you
spaghetti.
had
one
shot,
And 1,000,000 to go.
would you take it?
Maybe.
Mm,
Russell,
Basketball Diaries.
incorrect.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Shane, you got a...
Whoa. God damn. Somebody took the shot.
1,000,000-to-1 shot.
Damn it. I'm going to be pissed when you say this.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
I
you
don't know
are.
what it is.
It's Rocky.
Fuck.
Rocky. The Rocky 1?
Yeah, Rocky 1.
Oh, good.
Not Rocky 2.
You've broken me. I retire.
Why are you retiring?
Because I should have known that.
All right, number 8. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Night begins to shine. I waited until you were done.
You did. So Shane,
Wait.
Star Wars New Hope.
correct.
Yeah, I was trying to think, like, which one it might be.
I really threw him
thought-
off with the 2.
I was like, it's probably the first movie.
I thought I buzzed in too soon. Because I thought you hadn't finished and I thought it was going to end up being Spaceballs.
Spaceballs the movie. All right, number 9.
You buzzed in the middle of the first one, of the first part of it, and I was like, God, I hope this is Spaceballs. And he's just gonna stop talking. And then he finished it, and everybody was just like, "Is that it?" And I was like,
Number 9. Trapped in time, surrounded by evil, low on gas.
"Night begins to shine."
Russell,
Army of Darkness.
correct. I feel like you saw that on my phone,
I didn't.
but okay.
I saw
mean-
like the glow of your phone was like, hey.
I stare at it whenever I do fucking curls in the garage.
Yep.
My phone?
No, the movie poster.
There's a poster in the garage.
Okay.
I don't think that tagline's on it though. I think it's a different one.
Is it a different one?
I think it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look.
Number 10, Shane's winning.
Oh, big shocker.
Shane, I mean, what are the points situations?
3-2.
Oh, you have 3?
Mm-hmm.
Mike's got a big old goose egg.
Mike's got like a +5 for being a guest, though.
It's true. You get +5.
Oh, that's generous.
That is hard to overcome. What?
Yeah, I think he just has to get one right.
Question or tagline number 10. Her life was in their hands. Now her toe is in the mail. Russell.
The Big Lebowski.
Correct.
That's also a weird tagline.
That is a weird
What?
tagline for the Big Lebowski. Mike, thanks for coming.
Yep.
Thanks for playing.
It's a good time.
Yeah. I have another quiz prep. Do you want to do that one too? See if you do better?
I was enjoying all the lyrics ones. I was doing all right on those.
I could do more of those.
Like, these motherfuckers don't know Fergie.
Yeah, this guy didn't know Fergie.
Dude, the first one you did, though, who was it? Bill from Indy? Is he on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he kept guessing 2 Chainz. And then you said, I call her Big Booty because she got a big booty.
Yeah.
And he didn't get it. And I was driving back from Fort Wayne screaming in my car. It's like, how did you not get that one?
That one was awesome because I was just like, is it 2 Chainz? And it was like, yeah, it is. I was like,
I was losing my mind.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for
Those were
playing Hanging
fun.
Big Brain with Dave.
Thank you for creating Hanging Big Brain with...
Yeah, that's right. You nailed it.
Somebody called 911.
I'm glad you're not going to be on DQP Duds tonight.
Oh, that was rude.
Well,
was rude.
just because you got to go get saved by the hospital from your stroke.
Oh.
Save him, hospital. Save him.
The first 2 hours are the most important, I hear.
Huh.
Good
Better
to
call
know. Good to know.
With
Raise
that,
both arms.
that's the end of the
Somebody
Hanging Big
making
Brain with
toast?
Dave, which also means that's the end of the show. Guys,
Wah.
it's the end of the show.
Okay.
We had a lot of fun today, though. It's been
Yeah,
a good episode.
it's a good episode.
Times. Because this has been the DQP Weekly. I've been, Yep, boy.
boy!
And with me, as always, is the Shane Dow. Just one bark. A.K.A. Interrupting. A.K.A. Shane Nesty.
Ew, that's gross.
Also with us is Russell the Love Muscle.
Oh, yeah.
A.K.A. Producer Russell.
Thanks for listening, guys. Find us on Facebook at Drafty Quarters Production. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at DraftyQ. Join our subreddit. Join our subreddit because we have a subreddit and someone moderating it. So join our subreddit
r/drafty quarters.
r/drafty quarters. And send us questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, considerations at
Condolences.
Drafty Q. I was trying not to say condolences. See what happens in the next week. That could be dark. At draftyq@gmail.com. And join our Patreon. Please, for the love of God, donate $1 to our general support tier. I can't ever say that. General support tier.
Because we reek of desperation. Also,
we reek of desperation.
Reek is spelled REEK.
Oh.
WREAK is wreck.
Burn.
Wreck of desperation.
Also with us. Were you done?
Also a different wreck.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Also with us is a very special guest, Mike the Muscle Man guy.
Yep.
Do we got another just
I was here.
Just
Mike.
Mike, a.k.a.
Just
Just Mike.
Just Thanksgiving Mike.
Thanksgiving Mike.
Thanksgiving Mike? Put a fucking turkey on the screen.
Please, Barry. See, when I do it, I didn't say please. Shane does it. That's rude. So email us, Barry, and say who you like better.
Yeah, email us.
Telling Barry to email him.
One last thing though. This is for you, buddy.
This is for me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Dude, you just solved the shit out of this episode.
Whoa, thank you. It's the Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon.
Yeah.
So for those of you not watching the video, this book is set on the table in front of Dave this entire episode.
I've been staring at this ear the whole episode. I'm like, that's cool. There's an ear on that book. And now it's mine. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you. So look at this shit. You read this and demons come out. Gandarian demons.
It's a trick. Get an axe.
Look. Demons.
That's what you always wanted.
Demons.
Demons.
Dude, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Aw. Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. And with that, we'll catch you on the flip side. And don't let
Your meatloaf.
Bye. Book of the Day.
This has been a production of the Drafty Quarters Podcast Network.